Look at the matchups. Bane defending Davion Mitchell. Powell got free behind the screen from Bam. Got the three plus a foul.
What concentration. And came off the down screen. And Bam got run over there. And
Marquez dealing to Powell. 3 on the shot clock. This has got to go up. Norman gets it off. And in. Cold-blooded Norman Powell.
look at that right to left crossover and then hits him with a beautiful runner. Nothing but net over Wagner.
Powell, 3 in transition. Oh, long rebound out to Mitchell. Another try for Norman. Kaboom! Bottoms up for Norman Powell. Davion Mitchell. Now Norman Powell to the basket. On Bankero for the throwdown.
Showed a propensity to guard smaller guys and big guys and been able to physically match them.
Oh, Powell. Khalil Ware down with a defensive rebound for the Heat. Norman Powell, catch and fire. Kaboom! Powell with Hart on his hip. Oh, that was a very difficult shot over Bridges. Loose ball. Powell got it, plus a foul.
Going hard to the basket and somehow able to come up right here with the loose ball as it comes to him. He gets it up high enough off the glass.
Khalil Ware comes down with a rebound. It's a 13-point Heat lead. Powell slipping in and scoring. Norman Powell took it away from Derek Jones Jr. Powell for 3. Kaboom!
Coming right off a circle cut inside. Good offseason pickup there.
Norman Powell able to get to the basket and connect.
Got numbers here.
Powell to the paint. All the way to the basket. Chance at a 3-point play for Norman.
Nuggets look like they're opening in a 2-3 zone defense.
Exactly right. It's a matchup 2-3 zone up front.
Long 3. Norman Powell drills it. This has not been a good 3-point shooting Denver team yet this year. Powell! Kaboom!
Gordon gets so many opportunities with Jokic finding him and feeding him.
A Norman Powell triple. 4th pick last June. He's averaging 15 points a game.
Yeah.
Powell! 3 and a foul!
But another pull up here out with range. And Trey Mann late on the closeout, getting to the legs, and one opportunity.
3:20 left in the third. Here comes Norman. Stormin' Norman finding his way for the scoop.
And we put Drew Holiday on Norman Powell, trying to slow him down.
Powell able to score. Powell on the move. Powell, tough shot, bounces in, and a foul.
Oh.
Yeah, a little wiggle for Norman before and after.
In attempts and makes out beyond the arc, using that kind of dive screen action.
Norman Powell bombs away. 6:15 to play. Powell against Hunter this time. Oh, the confidence. Wiggins against Tyson. Powell gets a step, gets in for the score. Oh, what a Euro step for Norman Powell.
Their coach, Kenny Atkinson, acknowledged that he wants more balance attacking inside.
Powell, kaboom. See if Powell could take a bite out of it. Yes, he does. And boy, that tasted good. Norman Powell, chance at a 3-point play.
When you're a 3-point shooter, you get guys coming all the way out to guard you.
He's got 3 triples tonight. Powell driving on Wade to the basket over Jared Allen.
Knocking down threes, but also getting easy buckets and getting in that paint regularly.
With 2 on the shot clock, Norman Powell found himself a layup. Mitchell snaps it ahead for Powell. Turns the corner, whirling dervish. Norman Powell.
Well, and yeah, look, he has proven he's a starting caliber player in this league. Norman Powell.
Powell wants to dance with Clarkson. Floats it up. Good, and a foul. Norman Powell delivers.
Please, fans, coaches, if Norman Powell keeps this up, please get this man in the All-Star game.
Handoff to Towns, defended by Wiggins. Stolen by Powell. It's a runaway. Norman Powell with a swipe and the slam that put the Heat up by 4. Powell working against Shaman. Yes.
Ooh, look at that space creation by stepping back. Heat by 10 right now.
Norman Powell to the paint, to the bucket. Norman dicing through the defense. Powell got it, plus a foul.
And go, you hear the smack right there by Buddy Hield in the act of shoot. Has really shot the ball so poorly and been so stagnant. It's one of their worst offensive games we've seen.
How about Norman Powell to the rescue here in the fourth quarter? Norman Powell guarded by the aggressive Pat Spencer. Powell to the paint, got it in. He went under Quinton Post that time. Here's Jaquez, plenty of time on the shot clock as he works it. Powell fires it, kaboom! Making sure no second chances for Chicago. Powell, left-handed drive, and a finish for Norman, plus a foul.
Oh, they got to guard him so far out.
Powell in transition. Kaboom! What a start for Norman Powell. The driving shot missed. The rebound comes to Miami. Here's Powell, a long three. Kaboom! Larson in the corner. Powell for three. Kaboom!
Oh, lethal weapon in that corner. And Davion with 4 assists on that driving kick to Khalil.
The versatility of the Heat's many lineups. Powell all the way in. And a 17-point game tonight. Underneath, Powell able to make it happen. You could play in Detroit last night. You check into your hotel room in Miami at 4 in the morning, and then you do this.
Reaching in, and Powell getting him again. He was able to get a side-out rip-through call. Tough to give him multiple opportunities. He's just so good out there.
Powell hits the run.
Super comfortable being able to finish with that hand.
Ware knocked it away. He'd have numbers. Here comes Powell. Got it. 2-point lead for the Clippers. Powell, quick three. Kaboom.
There you go. Early in the clock. He's been so effective, Norman Powell.
Well, they Heat in front by 16. Powell makes it 18. An 18-point lead for Miami.
On both ends.
13 points for Wiggins. 20-point lead for the Heat. And a block by Bam. The block party continues. 8th block of the game. Kaboom! Clippers are 2 for 13 from downtown. Powell! Oh, power to Powell. 123-106. Feeling a little tight around the collar right now as Powell drives in. John, that's 2 big scores in a row for Norman.
Twist and turn around the 7-footer Zubats and use that backboard deftly for the deuce.
Bonnie with a 17-point lead, 4:10 left, which is a lot of time. Powell, a laser beam. Best chapter so far as a point guard for the Heat. Here's Powell on the move. Throws by Suggs and lays it in.
Impressive move by Norman Powell.
4-point magic lead. Powell steps back. Got it, 2. A laser beam from 2-point land, and it's 30 left. Powell gets by 2 men and scores. He had to beat 3 defenders on that. We're under a minute here in Orlando. Down by 3 with the ball. Powell against Bain, right to the basket.
They've been sharper. They're winning the second chance opportunities. I feel like with their energy
of the season and leading scorer, it's going to take some time for these guys to figure out where those extra shots are going to come from.
Oh my goodness! Floodgates early for Miami. Norman Powell with a 3.
How big a deal it is, and they want to win it. They want to go to Vegas.
Norman Powell cruises in the lane. Little floater somehow.
This is Powell with 7 on the shot clock. Working against Ingram. Tough shot, and he made it. And here come the Heat again with a 5-0 lead. Powell swings in for an easy score.
Love how he changed pace there. You make things tough out there on the perimeter, and he's going to struggle to score the basketball.
1 second left in the half. Powell got it! A long kaboom here in Brooklyn for Norman Powell.
We're at the buzzer, one-handed. Extra arc. Nothing but net.
You enjoy when you see him hustle to rebounds. That's his fourth of the quarter. Drew Smith finds Norman Powell. It's a good look. Powell getting fouled on the play. Yakachonis for Powell. Yep. Norman Powell. That's his first triple of the game. They're a team with championship aspirations this season. Powell for three. Kaboom. 6 points and 5 rebounds. Jaquez is back in. 7 on the shot clock. Powell. Oh, tough move.
Finding that corner again as the Heat collapse in the paint.
Oh, Powell twisting and scoring.
Great hustle. Great competitive will.
Powell drives in. That time he got the foul on Murray Boyles for the score.
That one big giant step in that 6'9" frame to shoot over top.
Powell and the foul. Beat by 15 again. 5:46 left in the game. Norman to the basket. Now, Drew Smith, who's been an excellent backup point guard this year. He's played very well off the Heat bench. And he is called to duty. Powell. Stutter steps. And dunks.
Great ball fake hesitation, and look at the explosion here. This is a Powell dunk right here with the Powell driving on Nembhard.
Got it. Plus a foul on Neesmith.
Wow, that's a hard shot at any level. Went right between two defenders after the contact.
Fontecchio with a rebound. Powell and the foul.
Relentlessly attacking the basket here. Going baseline N1 with the finish.
It's a 2-point Heat lead. Just under 4 minutes left, first quarter. Powell pump faking, leans in, draws the foul, and gets the bucket.
But he's not Jokic. He doesn't have that passing acumen, and he's not going to command the double teams as regular.
Kapow! He's got 9 points. Heat lead is 8. Powell pump faking and delivering.
Getting his shot off, getting to the body of Watson at 6'7", the ball fake to draw him, and then straight up. And somehow
Powell from downtown. Kaboom. 10 points for Durham.
They're too easy on a direct line drive for him to the basket.
Powell rattles down, back-to-back triple. 6-point Heat lead, 5 seconds left in the half. Davion swings it back for Powell's three. Kaboom!
Davion Mitchell here, hard drive, getting into the paint, 6th assist, finding Norman Powell, who's getting it done in the second quarter.
We're early in the third quarter. Powell draws another foul and knocks it down. He averages 9.5 a game.
They're just dismal beyond the arc.
Powell for three. He's wonderful behind that arc tonight. With Ware and Bam collecting rebounds. 6 on the shot clock. Powell on a spinning jumper for 2. The better hand. They're ahead by 8. 8.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Powell driving on Gobert. That counts. Plus a foul. Averaging 13 points, 7 rebounds per game. The young man out of Maryland, the top rookie rebounder. And he just fouled the wrong guy.
Concentration on the crossover. Then you see Queen get into his body. He doesn't hesitate, raises right up. And using that left hand inside, the physicality, being able to convert.
From the logo, a three-pointer that may get oil. Powell. He now has a new career high. Norman for 3. Yes. Our first kaboom.
On Dylan Brooks, that leaves the rim open, and Williams taking up that extra space and tipping it in with the left hand.
Powell on the reverse, went under Williams. Powell against Brooks. Bam set the screen. That's like an offensive tackle. Open up a hole for his tailback. Under a minute to play. Heat at bat. Jaquez. Powell, corner 3. Kaboom! Norman Powell, a tremendous triple.
He's switching the screens, and
Brown turned it over.
yeah, it really makes a difference guarding Brown.
Powell deep. Kaboom! Oh, it's raining threes on a chilly night in Miami. Simone. Shot clock at 11 now. Powell to the paint. Jump! Oh my! Almost jumped right out of the building.
Miami to close this half, and look at that two-hand finish.
Miami trying to get their 22nd win of the season and their first win this year against Boston. Good if it goes, and it does. A chance at a three-point play for Storm and Norman.
Contributing when both the other guy takes a rest. They really ramping up their game.
Well, he's got 8 points in the quarters, 15 on the night. Miami up by 11. Norman Powell twisting and scoring. He's proven to be a defiant, competitive, strong-willed head coach for Boston. Powell on the turnaround for two. Back and forth they go. This has been an excellent battle. Powell on a pull-up. Kaboom! Kapow! Warriors with 12. Ahead of the Heat by 1. Powell driving on heel. Gets to the basket and puts it down.
Oh, he's been aggressive getting to that paint.
3 seconds left in the half. Norman Powell gets to the basket and finishes. Powell straightaway three. Kaboom!
Oh my, serious range.
He's already tied his season high with the 8 assists. Had 8 assists at Philly. It's Powell pull up and knocked down. A little bit behind Bam as the Heat reset. Powell gets by a Achua. Oh, the power steering score. 7 on the shot clock for Powell. So composed. Wonderful. So composed. Yakachonis from behind, back tipped it for the Powell takeaway and flush. Powell straight away through. Kaboom.
Serious range there. Norman Powell, no hesitation.
Powell, pass Banchero, twists it up and in. But time not on the Heat side. Down by 9, minute 25 left. Powell draws the foul and scores. Herter with 12 points. He's tripled 3 times. Powell. Stutter stepping his way in for the reverse.
Yeah, smart move.
Powell gets by Galen Terry and finishes again.
Wow, what a knifing move there.
A crucial possession with 5 seconds left shot clock. Powell to the basket. Huge bucket for Storm and Norman.